let's talk about tattoo shop minimums since a lot of y'all don't understand them or don't seem to. I've seen people saying like, oh, I got like a tiny little heart tattoo, or I got this little tiny tattoo and I had to pay $60. Why is that? That's a ripoff. First of all, $60 is actually a pretty low minimum relatively. Usually it goes anywhere from like $50 to $100. But shop minimum generally differs where you live, so like most shops in a certain area will have the same minimum. And it has to do with the amount of cost we have to deal with supplies. Next time you get a tattoo, look at all the supplies that the tattoo artist is using and think about how all of that has to be thrown away at the end of the day. At the end of the use. Like right after I use it, I throw it away. Except for the stuff I'm wrapping. That adds up. I have to pay for saran wrap, I have to pay for ink caps, I have to pay for ink, paper towels, ointment, and needles can be like $2 to $3 per needle plus stencil paper or a stencil marker, which you do have to throw away a stencil marker after every use. Not to mention my time and energy, which all of that adds up. That's why we have a shop minimum in the first place. If you want multiple small tattoos and you're thinking about getting multiple small tattoos that are planned, just tell the artist and they might be able to do multiple little small designs if it's just a little small heart or something, and that would be under the minimum depending on the shop. Or some shops do deals on certain days of the week for small tattoos, or on the Friday the 13th, they'll definitely do small deals. So just look into that. If you want a tiny tattoo and you don't want to pay for it, then wait for Friday the 13th and then call around and see what shop will do it for you. It's literally never that deep, but I'm not going to take it out of my pocket to give you a tiny little heart on your finger that you can't even see. Like, that's just the case. I'm sorry. And just because it's really small doesn't mean it's not a lot of effort for me to do all the setting up and everything. Like, at least I need a baseline. So yes, it can suck if you just want a tiny little thing, but there are ways around it. So don't complain whenever I need to get paid too. Like, I'm not going to do the labor for free, and I'm not going to take the money out of my own pocket just to give you a tattoo. That's not even going to look good in my portfolio because it's tiny. So